L'Shem yichud kushabrichu ushchinte hineni muchanu mizuman lekayem mitzvat aseh shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer shel sfirat haomer. May it be your will, Holy One, our God and God of our ancestors, that by when we count, we add sanctity to our lives in anticipation of receiving Torah. We connect to ourselves and to you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ruach haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat haomer al sfirat haomer al sfirat haomer al sfirat haomer. Hayom esrim yom shehem shnei shavuot v'shisha yamim laOmer. This is the 20th day, totaling 2 weeks and 6 days of the Omer. Day 20. We're working it. We're getting there. We're doing the work. We're trying to improve ourselves. We're trying to deepen our understanding of self, finding authenticity, finding that which is our own truth. And so, day 20, we add a marker to count that day. And here we are. We are here. Day 20, marking 2 total weeks and 6 days of the Omer. We still got plenty of time to go, so don't worry. So what is this day all about? There's always a day worth something, right? Many of us are holding on to gratitude from the day that was, which was Mother's Day, or which was Sunday, or which was just another day for us to be. Many of us are holding on to maybe sadness, maybe grief, maybe loneliness, maybe just not what we wanted today to be. But somewhere in the middle we find ourselves, right? And so we're figuring out ourselves, and I'm sure that you can find a little bit of gratitude at least in those days. And so maybe call that gratitude to mind. And maybe there's a place of forgiveness, for that was our teaching from day 19, that we needed to look around to find ourselves in that which was just being, in the beauty. to be able to forgive ourselves and forgive others, and remember that things are going to unfold in the way they want to, on their own time, not on our time, but on their own time. And so we close out the day thinking about, before we really officially start this day with work, even though we called it to a day, um, a little bit of forgiveness, perhaps for ourselves or forgiving others or others forgiving us, and whatever that was for you. And so we come here to day 20. Yesod Shabbat Tiferet. Yesod. What is the day of Yesod about? It is this idea of foundation and connecting, bonding, and truth and integrity. In the week of Tiferet, which we've been talking about for a whole week now, 6 days worth of this week. There's only one left in this week of Tiferet. We've been talking about truth. So interestingly, Yesod, which is usually talking about connection and bonding and foundation, also holds an element of truth. And we're in the week of Tiferet, which is about truth and balance and harmony. And so Yesod Shabbat Tiferet on day 20 is about the connection with the heart. Connection, foundation, bonding, truth. Psalm 20 on day 20, this is verse 10, says, "The mystery brings transformation. The one answers us in the moment that we call." And so many of us probably struggle with that because, well, we've been calling God. We're 7+ months, 219 days or so. My count might be off, might be 220 days of waiting for our captive to be released, waiting for there to be some sort of negotiation with agreement, one that we don't just walk away because we're tired of that. And so it's hard to connect to connection with the heart. It's hard to connect to our hearts thinking that the one answers us in the moment that we call because we've been calling. But in truth, we can't stop calling. So it's a reminder to say, you know what? We will be answered. It will be taking time because we learned yesterday things unfold on their own time, not on our time. And so we're reminded transformation happens, but keep calling on the mystery of being. The wellspring rises from deep within the mystery, filling our hearts with truth. Sometimes these truths are welcome and easy to contain, and sometimes they're painful and they cause shattering. There is great strength to be found in opening to whatever is coming forth. So there's lots of unfolding for all of us. Some of us more than others. Some of us live in a life that's like the movie Groundhog's Day, and others of us are living lives that are totally chaotic, and things are constantly changing, evolving, coming forth. But whether you are stuck in the rut of the same flight pattern each and every day, and by day turn to week, and week to month, and months to years, whereas there's always something about truth that sometimes it comes and it's easy, and sometimes it comes and it's hard and painful. So no matter what is coming, strength can be found in whatever is coming if we just yield to it. Our practice for today involves ourselves and others. On these days, we always go with the number 10. 1 for ourselves and 9 others, making it a minion, making it a connection pool, a pool of connection. So we ask ourselves, what am I meant to learn? What am I meant to discover? What truths do I need to integrate into my own life? Where do I find them? How do I discover them? Am I looking for them, or am I waiting for them to appear and drop in my lap? There's always learning to be done. Learning about things that are unfolding before us on the outside, and also learning about the discovery of our own selves. And so there's truths in all of what unfolds. And how do we integrate it? The lessons by which we're shown. How do we integrate those into our own life? So these are the words I'm going to give you. And we're going to do this. Maybe you want to write them down, or maybe you want to hold on to them, or maybe you want to wait till this live stream is done recording, and you can, once we close it out, you can go back and listen to it again. But these are the words that we're hoping for you to hear for yourself and for you to pray on behalf of others. Or maybe you're going to tell them directly. Who knows? So here they go. And guess what? They come from Psalm 20 on day 20, of course, verses 4 and 5. May my gifts, this is for yourself to be said. May my gifts be remembered. May my offerings be received. May my heart's yearning be granted. May my clearest intentions be fulfilled. And then we'll say them on behalf of others. And so I'll say them on behalf of you, and then we can add, one for me, one for you, and one for all 8 other people that we want to do it for. May our gifts be remembered. May our offerings be received. May our heart's yearning be granted. May our clearest intentions be fulfilled. So that's mine and ours. And then on behalf of someone else. May your gifts be remembered. May your offerings be received. May your heart's yearnings be granted. May your clearest intentions be fulfilled. And then for them, someone else, someone really else. May their gifts be remembered. May their offerings be received. May their yearnings be granted. And may their clearest intentions be fulfilled. Dear friends, we're learning. We're learning about each other. We're learning about ourselves. And we all bring gifts to the table. We all bring this idea of unique connection with our hearts and connection with each other's hearts, and the interconnection of that which makes community, that which makes humanity. So let's figure out, you know what? We're not going to know it today probably, but we can try to start to discover. Like, what are we meant to learn? I don't know. We're discovering it as it goes. And when we find those things, how do we integrate it into our lives? Truth is what we need. For we are one human family, one heart of abundant love. We love you. We continue to count and to connect. So guess what? I'll see you tomorrow, 9:30 in the morning and 9:30 at night. There's no better blessing than being connected, yesod, within the heart, Shevet Tiferet, with all of you. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai.